It was great. It was hard, but it's worth it. The views are worth it.
Kristen just dropped me off at Plata Peak trailhead, and I am starting up, actually starting down for a hot sec and then starting up the peak. This one has a little bit of private property you kind of have to cross, so it's like be super respectful as you start out and follow the directions pretty much to a T. Try not to go on people's private property. Let's get going. Made it to the first turn off. It's not very far in at all. Cruising up actually on a trail. You leave the road. It has good signage. One sign just lets you know that literally right after the turn off, you walk for a mile on private property. Just be respectful, because if you're not respectful, private property owners could just tell the Forest Service that no one's allowed to go here. Then you gotta hoof it a very, very long ways all the way around the private property. So be respectful, follow the rules, don't screw everyone else over. In a theoretical world, I am about halfway to the top, but I gotta say, that back there looks like it's a hell of a long ways away. It's crazy to think about how fast we're gonna start to ascend here. I'm pretty stoked. The ridge looks a little bit exposed and fun. Just gotta tromp through last little bits here and start heading up. Roughly 3 miles in, about 1.5 miles left. Almost to the top. It's hard to believe. We still have a long ways to go. A lot of vert left. So, yeah.
So I'm Danny. I live in Denver, Colorado, so not too far from here.
What advice would you give to anyone starting a 14er or trying 14ers?
This is uncommon, but weightlifting. It's primarily on the legs. It helps on the uphills big time. It helps you push through. On the downhills, it helps you absorb that energy in your legs. Running, just anything you can to be as fit and strong as possible.
Okay, sweet.
Yeah, that'll take you up. This is my favorite view so far, but in terms of actual hiking, Mount Massive is the most fun.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, man.
Yeah, thank you.
No doubt it's gonna be a windy summit. I got somebody said 30 knots. I'm joking. Woo. Not even to the top, and it is blowing. Oh man.
My name is Sam. I'm from Denver, actually Franktown, Colorado.
Nice. Where are we at right now?
We are on descent of Plata.
How was it for you?
It was very nice. My first one of the season, so it's always harder than it should be, but I got there.
Yeah. Any training tips since this was your first one? Did you do anything to prepare?
Start with some easy ones, do a moderate one, and then do a hard one. And once you know kind of the whole range of difficulties, then it gives you confidence as you
Sweet.
If you're trying to do them all.
Thanks so much, man.
Yeah.
It. Well, just got to the ridge line, so now I walk this ridge line all the way up to the top. And yeah, it's going super fast. This trail is super nice. I think a couple years ago it got revamped, and yeah, I'm just slightly on the other side of the ridge from the side that I came up because the wind was just howling over there, so that's why I'm over here. Honestly, it's not that far left. This peak is going by so fast. What's your name and where are you from?
Name's Ryan Friesen. I'm from Springfield, Missouri.
Is this your first 14er?
No, it's 17th.
17th?
Yep.
Which one's been your favorite?
This one's really beautiful, although the top of this is
Any advice for somebody getting into 14ers?
Yeah, try to spend a few days at altitude before you try to do this. Exercise a lot, like a lot of squats and biking and running. That helps a ton. And bring a lot of warm clothing. It's always cold up here.
Alright, perfect. Thank you so much.
I'm Sarah and I'm from Missouri.
Have you ever done a 14er before?
I have. This is my third one.
Your third? What other ones have you done?
I've done Elbert and Massive.
Final question. What is some advice you'd give to somebody starting out with 14ers?
Train.
Any specific training tips?
Something different than what I did. Oh, there's a really great website. I can't remember what it's called. It's Uphill Athlete or something like that. Has great training plans. If I had stuck with my training plan, I think this would have been a whole lot easier, but you know, life kind of got in the way and it was pretty challenging, but
yeah. Awesome. Well, congrats. What's your name and where are you from?
My name's Lauren and I'm from Denver.
How was it for you?
It was great. It was hard, but it's worth it. The views are worth it. There was some rock scrambling a little bit where I had to use, you know, my hands and my feet, and it gets steep and your legs are burning, but yeah.
What number 14er is this for you?
Number 17.
Number 17. What is some advice you'd give to somebody that's getting into 14ers?
I would say slow and steady. At the beginning, I sometimes start off too fast and then pay for it later. So just go slow and steady and just keep chugging.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
My name is Yardley and I am from Philadelphia.
Oh, okay. How many 14ers are you?
This is, I think, number 23.
23. Which one's your favorite?
So I'm gonna have to go with Un Compadre. So my husband actually proposed to me on top of Un Compadre, so very memorable. And it's a beautiful hike too.
What is some advice you'd give to people starting off or getting into 14ers?
Yeah, I think, you know, to the night before, like, don't drink any alcohol. Make sure you bring a lot of water, drink water regularly, stop, have snacks regularly, bring sunscreen, make sure you have like all the right gear. But yeah, I think they're just really just taking your time and not trying to rush. I mean, also too, I think keeping an eye on the weather is really important because of the risk of thunderstorms, so it's helpful to get an early start.
Awesome, thank you so much. And
Yeah.
fist bump you want. Congrats. Plata Peak! Woo! So super disappointing. My hat just blew off. It literally flew off the cliff. And I can't find it. Favorite hat down. Oh, definitely really disappointing. But I made it to the summit, had a good summit sesh, and I'm headed back down. Plata Peak. Claimed my hat. If you happen to find it, shoot me a message. I'd love if you sent it to me. But also, if you found it, you're gonna be a super baller because you will have gone up the face.